See, nobody outside because it is not the best weekend to be spending time outdoors, as we're going to be tracking lines of storms moving on through. And I want to show you what this storm system is capable of doing. What it's already done is brought flooding rain. You can see right on the line here of Alabama and Georgia, where we had reporting of flash flood along Highway 39. So that has been very impactful to travel. I also want to take a moment to zoom on into some more storm reports with the damaging wind. You can see those coming up in our red icons here with trees coming down. So a lot when it goes on with severe weather, and it's the reason we're still watching different kind of severe weather alerts popping up. We've seen some severe thunderstorm warnings this morning. We also still have that tornado watch across the Florida Panhandle, across southeastern parts of Alabama and southwestern parts of Georgia, and continuing to watch the flash flood warnings, which mean we're ongoing. We are seeing flash flooding across Alabama, across Georgia, and across Florida right now. So a very volatile weather system that has brought the just drenching rain. Look at this. Jackson almost 3 inches and 3/4 of an inch. So just shy of 4 inches there in some locations. Montgomery over 3 inches. Atlanta over 2 inches. If we use our highlight tool here, I want to show you some areas that may not have a number attached to it, but have that shading of yellow, even orange in there. And if we go up to our legend, that's upwards of 4 inches of rain, all in a zone that AccuWeather's been telling you is going to get the heaviest rain from Mississippi all the way into South Carolina. Now, some of this, of course, accounts the rain that came yesterday, and more to come in some of these zones through the day today. And our AccuWeather local Stormax, as we mentioned, 9 inches of rain. So the rain alone, if you take out even the weather, the severe weather is dangerous in itself, but we're still tracking isolated tornadoes and damaging wind gusts, especially in this area into orange, which is that moderate risk, which means numerous severe thunderstorms possible. And we are watching some of those slide across the region right now. And if we continue to track that here over the next couple of hours, really into southern parts of Georgia, North Florida, and South Carolina. Meanwhile, it's just the heavy rain moving through North Carolina out to the Outer Banks. And notice still by 3 o'clock this afternoon, we still watch that line of storms making its way through. Lots of lightning, frequent downpours, and again, could have the damaging wind gusts, even the isolated tornado threat throughout the rest of our Saturday. Sunday, showers into South Florida, otherwise a much drier pattern, so not a complete weekend wash on into the southeast, but you will notice the cooler temperatures moving in for the second half of the weekend. You take a look at Atlanta, we're about a 10-degree difference by the time we head into the day on Sunday. And we're taking a closer look at what's going to be a pretty powerful line of storms that is moving through Mississippi right now. I want to circle the area that we're looking at here. You can see that Boeing effect a little bit. Earlier, we had a severe thunderstorm warning because of hail. Now taking a look at another severe thunderstorm warning that has been extended into Lee County, Mississippi and Scott County, Mississippi. We click on this for a little bit more information. And not only was this severe thunderstorm warning issued because of the hail, but also the damaging wind gusts. We're talking winds upwards of 60 miles per hour. We're going to continue to track this until 8:45. That would be Central Time, as that severe thunderstorm warning does continue. And it's right in the area that we here at AccuWeather had highlighted that severe thunderstorms would be possible with damaging wind, with hail, and also some isolated tornadoes are possible. Winds could be anywhere 60 to 70 miles per hour. AccuWeather local Stormax to 80 miles per hour. We also have highlighted in the risk a moderate risk. That means numerous severe thunderstorms are going to be possible as we get throughout the day today. So I showed you that bigger area on radar and this small area here that we've highlighted for that severe thunderstorm warning, again, into central parts of Mississippi. But even outside of that, we're talking heavy rain. We're talking frequent lightning out there. So you don't necessarily need to have a severe thunderstorm warning for it to be impactful for you, especially throughout the morning commute. The evening commute, the afternoon, look at 3 o'clock. We've got a lot of heavy rain. I think we're going to have some really strong, if not damaging, wind gusts within this area into southern parts of Mississippi and Alabama. Meanwhile, starting to clear out a bit in Texas. I think a few more thunderstorms linger this afternoon, even through Oklahoma. We'll have to watch those ones for some hail. As we head into the evening hours, still some storms making their way through Arkansas, but really the storminess goes into the southeast as we head into the overnight hours and then into the day on Saturday as we track the tail end of that front, where I think, again, damaging wind gusts. We'll watch thunderstorms from the panhandle of Florida all the way up into central North Carolina. South Florida, you're warm and dry, at least for Saturday. Meanwhile, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, you're cool and dry as we head into Saturday. If you're in Tallahassee this weekend, Albany, Savannah, Hilton Head, a lot of places into the southeast that are nice little weekend vacation spots, maybe for bachelorette parties, for any weddings this weekend. I'm nervous about those for damaging wind, hail, isolated tornadoes at threat level at a medium for this weekend. This area in yellow here, you'll watch throughout future rainfall. I think heavy rain is going to be a big concern as we head into the weekend. In addition to the severe thunderstorm warnings that we were watching, there are also areas for the flood watches here throughout Louisiana, throughout Mississippi, Alabama, and up to the Carolinas. And it looks like those even got expanded here throughout parts of Georgia. So flooding is going to be a big concern through the weekend into the southeast. But Bernie, into the northeast, that could be a problem too.
Yeah, nice to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Good morning and thanks for joining us here on AccuWeather Early. I'm Bernie Rayno.
And I'm Ariella Scalese. I've missed this music. It is Wednesday, April 24th.
Very snappy.
Yes, it is. Here's what we're covering for you this morning.
Here comes the chill. Cold weather moves back into the northeast as we track rain showers. See what we're tracking as we get closer to the weekend.
Stormy days ahead. A multi-day severe weather threat is getting ready to unfold. See the areas set to feel the greatest impacts.
A taste of everything. The southeast is getting spotty storms and a brief cool down before temperatures ramp back up. We have the latest.
AccuWeather Early
Starts right now.
All right, I have an absolutely loaded show, so we want to take you out to the radar side.
Let's do it.
No pressure since you're going first, by the way.
Let's not tap dance. Let's get right to it here. We are following a weak front moving on through. It's sending a few showers, but this is not the main story, surprisingly.
No, main story's offshore. One storm just east or west of Los Angeles, another storm in the Pacific, batten down the hatches.
Yeah.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of severe weather beginning on Thursday.
Like, we can't just get one day. Every event has been a multi-day severe weather event. So like Bernie said, kind of buckle up. Otherwise, we are going to be tracking some cooler temperatures returning into the East Coast. That'll be something we're covering through today.
And here comes the warmth out ahead of our storms. 80 degrees in Dallas, 83 degrees in Houston today.
Well, our top story today continues to be both the blast of cold air sweeping across the eastern U.S. and the looming dangerous multi-day severe weather outbreak for the middle of the country. It's going to be a quick-moving system from Canada to bring the wet snow, rain, and the risk of damaging frost and freezes to the Great Lakes and Northeast. Over 25 million people under a freeze watch from Wisconsin to Massachusetts.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the nation's heartland, a dangerous severe weather event will threaten millions across more than a dozen states. Tornado Alley is poised to come back to life with a multi-day severe weather event starting Thursday, continuing through the weekend, and probably lasting into Monday. There will be a significant risk to lives and property with this outbreak, as all modes of severe weather are not only likely, but not as good possible, but are likely.
Sure, I get it.
It's going to happen.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting at.
Perfect.
All right, let's start our coverage with a look at the best location in the nation,
This is
Cleveland.
cool.
Hey, coming up, I think this is new, Coming up, by the way, don't forget the NFL draft this Thursday.
How
I have
can
your
a
North
girl
Central
forget?
forecast, and we'll take a look at that. But we've got that front coming into the Northeast with some showers, then some chill.
We do. That's why I wanted to have some headlines here to kind of break down, because it's a little bit of everything here happening throughout the Northeast. So let's start with today with a few showers, even a thunderstorm along the coast. Behind this system is going to be colder air that's going to bring a widespread frost and freeze throughout tonight and into early on our Thursday morning. Friday looking bright but staying cool. And then as we head into the weekend, we will have some showers moving through on Saturday, but then dramatically warmer conditions as we head into the day on Sunday. You can see the front pretty well here with the showers moving along it right now. No lightning out there. We're just dealing with a little bit of wet weather, otherwise cloudy conditions to start the day. And as we go through in time here, we're going to continue to see a few showers sliding to the east here. As we head into the afternoon, say 3, 4 o'clock, maybe a few thunderstorms here throughout southern parts of New England. We'll have to watch maybe a few storms here rumbling across Pennsylvania as we head into tonight. It gets cold enough for even some areas of wet snow to move on through. This is going to be very limited when it comes to impacts. But I do want to show you, if you're in the northern Green and White Mountains through the Adirondacks through tonight, we'll see that rain changing briefly to snow, maybe seeing a coating up to an inch or so as we head into our Wednesday and Wednesday evening. Talked about the cold air. We're going to get the calmer wind, the clear sky tonight, the perfect setup for more frost to develop here. So if you've been doing your part in protecting those sensitive plants, you're going to need to do that again through tonight as high pressure does move back in, sending us a cold start to Thursday morning. By Thursday afternoon, temperatures will stay below the historical average through most of the Northeast. Boston, 10 degrees below where we typically are for late April. Pittsburgh, you stay into the 50s as we head into the day Thursday. Thursday night into Friday morning, again, cold enough for that frost and freeze potential from Scranton up to Burlington, even New York City included in that. So it will be a cold start to the day Friday. High pressure brings us bright sunshine Friday afternoon, and temperatures will slowly start to come up here as we head into our Friday. So we'll have more on what we can expect as we head into the weekend into the Northeast coming up in a little bit. But I was told to keep it snappy. I think I did my part.
I did mention